Hi class, let's take a look at example 9. And they want us to change millimeters to meters. So let me start with a fraction of 2 mm, and let me jump to the actual to the conversion. So we're changing millimeters to meters, and in this case we're looking at this one. And this is going to be 1,000 millimeters. So as we write a proportion, or in this case a simple fraction, I'm just going to say that 1,000 of these mm is equal to 1 meter. And technically the parentheses goes on the outside. Okay, at this point we're actually at the desired unit. We're looking at meters, so mm cancels, and then we're left with the values of 2 over 1,000, and then this will be meters. They're going to want us to express this as a decimal, so because of the actual 3 zeros, we would write it as 0.002 meters. And then also for these problems, they do expect us to be punching them in on the calculator to verify it because of the numbers. So in this case, this is going to be 2 divided by 1,000, 3 zeros, and that will be 0.002. That's actually it. Let me write it as a sentence. So 2 millimeters, so 2 mm is equivalent to 2 over 1,000 meters, or 0.002 meters. I wrote it as both of those. Most likely they're going to want the decimal approximation. Let's take a look at example 10. And in example 10, we're going to go between feet to meters. So let me start with 12 feet. And the conversion factor, it's going to be for feet to meter. It's approximately 3.28. So 3.28. So 3.28 feet is equal to 1 meter. And the important portion here is the actual the cancellation of the units. So in this case, we're talking about this being a t, since it's technically feet. And I'm just going to cancel the units, and we're left with this being the values of 12 over so this one, it's going to be the values of 12 over the values of 3.28, and we're talking about meters. So let me actually evaluate it on the calculator, and this will be 12 divided by 3.28. So that gives us, I'm just going to round to 2 decimal places, so 65. So this is equivalent, or approximately, and I already lost it. It was 3.66. So approximately 3.66, and this will be meters. So in this case, 12 feet represents approximately 3.66 meters. Okay, so let's take a look at, in this case, problem 11, and this is meters to centimeters. So let me start with 5 meters. And the conversion factor is going to be that 1 meter is 100, but let me go back to the units. So meters to centimeters, it's going to be 100. So let me use red. So 1 meter is going to be 100 centimeters. So our units are going to cancel. We're looking at meters canceling, and we're left with the totals of 5 times 100, or in this case 500, and the units are centimeters. And let me write it as a sentence. In this case, 5 meters represent exactly 500 centimeters. Okay, let's take a look at example 12. In example 12, we're talking about a country. The map here is not that clear, but Cambodia is next to Vietnam and Thailand. And they're referring on this problem here about the measurement of 7 kilometers, and they want us to express it in miles. So let me rewrite it as 7 kilometers. And then the conversion factor, let me go to the top. We're looking for kilometers to miles. In this case, 1 kilometer, it's 0.62 miles. It looked like a 5. So 0.62 miles. So 1 kilometer, it's 0.62 miles. And as we do the cancellation, kilometers cancel, and we're left with this being 700 times 0.62 miles. And let me evaluate that with the calculator. So 700 times 0.62, it's 434 even. So this is equivalent to 432 miles. Okay, so let me write it as, in this case, 700 miles. Actually, wait, kilometers represent 432. Wait, let me double check. It was 34. So sorry, this would be a 4. And it'll be miles. And that's actually it for these set of problems. I'll do the next example on a different video.